I call the honourable member for Indi.
My question is to the Minister for Communications. Minister, the NBN rollout is beginning in my electorate, for which I am very grateful, and it will bring improved internet and mobile phone coverage to many of the households and business. The Broadband Quality and Availability survey has been done to gather information on the success of this rollout. Can the minister please tell the House how my electorate of Indi rated, and will the government commit to prioritising the worst areas identified in the survey?
I call the honourable Minister for Communications.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, and I thank the honourable member for her question. The broadband quality survey that the government undertook shortly after the election was the first of its kind. It's the first time any government has actually sought to find out where broadband was good, bad or indifferent across Australia. And we surveyed 78,000 distribution areas across Australia, 78,000 DAs, of which 832 are in the honourable member's electorate. Now, of those distribution areas, 71% have access to ADSL, which is below the national average, although 6% of those DAs that have access to ADSL have access to very poor service. Now, in common with many regional electorates, most of the honourable member's residents live in large centres in Wodonga and Wangaratta, where broadband access is generally good at the moment, although it will become a lot better. But of course, the residents that live outside of those towns in the country, in smaller communities, and of course a long way from exchanges, typically have very poor broadband. Now, what we are doing is building a massive fixed wireless network across Australia. Already in the electorate of Indi, there are 4 fixed wireless towers active, with 1,271 premises covered, and construction is underway on another 7. Across the country, the fixed wireless network is active in 50 electorates. We've increased its reach from 38,000 premises to 127,000 premises, and construction is currently underway on 82,000 premises. In other words, there are more than 700 fixed wireless towers that are either active or under construction. Now, this is a really transformative technology because typically it is addressing areas which have virtually no broadband access at all, and once the fixed wireless is turned on, they have access to 25 megabits per second, which is better than most people in the big cities. Now, this fixed wireless rollout was colossally bungled by the Labor Party. Not only did Labor not have the spectrum, they didn't even own the spectrum that was required to do the job. So we have had to go to great lengths to secure that additional spectrum, something Labor had no plan for. But incredibly, Madam Speaker, the Labor Party estimated there would only be 230,000 users of the fixed wireless network by 2021. It turns out that there is going to be somewhere between a minimum of 440,000 and 620,000. So, I mean, how could you get something so wrong? Only the Labor Party could do that.